Hello, good evening everyone, and we're now starting our another Saturday Live where we will be talking about the latest updates on economy and the expected recovery of the Dubai's market. Either it's related to the real estate market or other markets, whatever came to know during the last week time. So we have accumulated a certain number of questions as usual that we are going to answer today. So usually we don't try to make it a too long session, we just make it a 5-10 minutes or maximum half an hour session where we will try to answer up to from 10 to 15 questions related to the industry and the economy of Dubai. Okay, the first thing that I personally like about doing streams from home is that you can wear a white short and you can wear shorts. So the first question that we have got is what do you say about deals closed outside? What do you say about deals closed outside? So here, most probably the person who is asking this question, he is a real estate person, real estate agent, who is closing a transaction, who is doing a certain deal, and then he's not reporting it to the company. He's trying to close it outside of the company. And then at the end of the month, he tells to his boss or to the manager, "I'm so sorry, sir, but this month was very, very slow." Where in fact he closed a couple of deals outside and he took directly commissions in his pocket without reporting it to the company. So this is what it means here. So what do you say about the deals closed outside? So what can I say? Hi, how are you? Samira, nice to see you here. So what can I say about this question? First of all, as being, for example, Muslim person, religious person, first of all, it's haram. And secondly, there will be no, again, her religious answer, there will be no barakah. So it means the person will not get any benefit from this money. Yes, he might have in his hands 3, 4, 5,000 dirhams, but he will not get a progressive benefit from this money. Most probably this money will go nowhere. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes, yes, Fawad, you're absolutely right. This is a crime. It's illegal, and the RERA can blacklist for this, for example. RERA cannot blacklist. RERA cannot blacklist for this. RERA can blacklist only if it is some illegal activity done by the broker. Cheating and so on, but this is something related to internal companies regulations. Okay, so I was saying that there will be no barakah, there will be no any progressive benefits from this money. Sometimes it happens you have in your hands 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 dirhams and you really get a lot of benefits from this money. And sometimes it happens that you have 10,000 dirhams and after, for example, a couple of days, it just goes nowhere. So this is in Islam, it's called there is no barakah from such money. So second, there is no barakah from such money. And third one, which is also very important, this affects the confidence of the broker. So imagine if you are not performing, if you are stealing, if you're doing something bad to someone, in front of such person, you always feel yourself insecure. You feel yourself insecure when your boss or when your manager is looking at you. You feel very uncomfortable because you know that you have something to hide. So this kills your self-confidence. So it's 100% it's bad. So the 2 or 3,000 dirhams that you are stealing, it doesn't worth all of these sins, unethical things, lack of integrity. It doesn't worth it. So it's up to you what you choose. 3,000 and your integrity, your honesty. So you put it on weight. So you literally choose what you want to select. So for example, I want to say that my integrity, you can't buy it for millions, for example, let me say that. Of course, maybe for a couple of millions, I'm joking. So the integrity is something that should not be for sale. Another thing is, let's say if you're not performing, if you're closing deals outside, most probably for lack of performance, you will be terminated. And then you will go to another company to join. And in this company, first couple of months, you will try to perform, and later on, you will come back to your bad habit. It's a bad habit. It's an addiction, like a drug. It's addiction. You cannot control it. When you see money, you can't control it. This is all addiction. So your life will be the same like a person who's using drugs. He's using drugs, then he gets terminated, he goes to another company, he say, okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to work properly. Then he can't control himself again, he start stealing the money from transactions. So it's the same, it's another drug, and it's very hard for people to get out of this. Okay, is there any way company can catch someone who's closing deals outside? Yes, there is a very good way to do that. But for this particular purpose, the company needs to employ one person whose main and the only job will be to follow up with all leads, with all clients registered with the company. So this is the way to do it. Of course, some brokers are doing it whenever they get a deal. For example, let's say a friend working in another company, they will just pass the lead to someone else. But let's say out of 10, 15, maybe 30, 40, he will pass. But at the end, you can sooner or later, you will catch this person. This is the advice to company owners. So for company owners, for the businesses, in order to catch someone who is closing transactions outside of the company, they need to employ one person whose main and only job will be every day sit and call and follow up with all leads. And in order to have this track of leads, every single lead must be registered in the company's CRM, every client and every lead. Okay, what is the best way to build a pipeline? Another question that we've got, what is the best way to build a pipeline, the sales pipeline? The only way that I personally believe in, like not the only, but one of the mainly important one is calls. You have to, you gotta call, you need to call, you have to make a lot of calls. So every day 100 to 150 minimum, I would say, or even if you can up to 200 calls every single day. The person who's working in the sales must be doing a lot of calls. And keep in mind that the purpose of your goal is not just give a call. The purpose of your call is to get an appointment. Because you remember my latest post is if you're busy, it doesn't mean you're productive. You have to be productive. So 200 calls doesn't mean you're going to do a lot of great results. So it means that you're on the right track. You're on the right track. So the best and the only way to build a pipeline, every day do 100 to 150 calls. Okay, third question that we have got here, is social media productive for a lead generation? Is social media productive for a lead generation? 100% social media is a very powerful tool in order to generate a lot of leads, but it depends what leads and it depends for what purpose. For example, let me take two different examples. Let's say the first one is if you are selling or you are advertising, let's say property for rent. In this case, social media, I don't really think it's a really good place to advertise. I will tell you why. For example, let me ask you a question. When your contract is expiring for the property that you're renting, let's imagine it is 1st of December. 1st of December, your contract is going to expire. So right now, it's now June month. Right now, you are not the client. You are not a potential client. For example, for me, who might have some property for rent and some property for sale. So you're not a client for me. So if I'm going to advertise on social media, you won't be hooked because you will be my client or potential my lead by December 1st. Till that time, you're not going to be my client. These kind of products where the certain clients are having deadlines, social media is not really the good platform in order for you to advertise, except your brand building. For example, I would really recommend and I really advise everyone, build yourself as a brand in all possible social media platforms. Okay, what goods or what products are the best to advertise on social media? The best products, the best goods are something like where there is no deadline to purchase. So for example, property for purchase, property for sale, this social media platform is a really great platform in order to generate leads. For example, selling cars is a really great platform to generate leads. For example, if you are selling your laptop or anything, for example, literally any product or any marketing tool or SMS marketing or literally any marketing services, so social media is really a great platform in order for you to advertise. But for example, something like car insurance, something like health insurance, something like property for rent, where I personally, as a client, have a certain deadline. Let's say my car insurance is in October. So I will be looking for car insurance on October. If I am going to see a lot of car insurance ads right now, so I'm not going to be hooked up. So hope this was clear. Okay, so another question that we have got, how much company should spend on social media campaigns? So this means how much company should spend in order to generate leads. This is what they mean, in order to generate leads on social media campaigns. So I personally know the company that is spending every month $100,000. So it's like around 400,000 dirhams. So I know these companies that are spending and they're doing really, really great. They're generating a lot of leads. And I know a company that is spending, for example, 5,000 dirhams. It's all about the product that you are advertising and promoting first. And the second one, it's all about how many leads every day you want to generate. For example, 5,000, if you're just starting, I would advise you even to start with the 1,000 dirhams a month, then go to 2,000, then go to 3,000. Okay. Do you know any company that is hiring? Yes, I do know a company that's hiring. Last Wednesday, I had an online conference, or Dubai Land Department's DREI online talk with the group managing director of Better Homes, and he was saying that they are hiring right now. So he was saying you can drop me a CV. This is what he was saying. So this is Richard from Better Homes. He was saying that. And I know, for example, Footprint Real Estate is hiring, Awesome Pro Real Estate is hiring, Unique Property is hiring, Fan Property is hiring, Square Yards is hiring. So many companies are really hiring now. If you are a good specialist or for a particular job, yes, they are hiring. Few words on taking care of clients. Okay, few words of taking care of clients. With the clients, you have to be few words. Okay, so with clients are number one, you have to treat them, I would say, maybe almost like your mom and dad, means with a very, very big respect, huge respect to them. Without being late. If there is any mistake or any fault from your side, try to somehow compensate it, make them a small gift, buy them a box of chocolates and so on. So it's very important. If they don't like you, they will never deal with you. It's all about, do they like you or not? And remember that you are not selling gems. That if any one of you will just show me the product you're selling, I will get right now a few competitors where I can get the similar product. So customer taking care of clients, it's super, super important. Without this, you're a failure. You will fail. You said about being productive, give some tips. Okay, about being productive, give some tips. For example, personal myself, what I do is whenever I wake up morning, the first thing that I do before I will stand up from my bed, I'll just I'll just take my telephone and I will create to-do list for the entire my day. So let's say out of 10 times, 8 times I will be able to complete all the tasks, and maybe 2 times I won't be able to complete all of these tasks. But it's really good. So this is, I would say, it is something related to being productive. When you know what you have to do during the day and you try to accomplish it. Imagine, for example, let's say a ship that is in the sea. If ship doesn't know where it should go, it will just run around in the sea. But when the ship has a certain goal to reach and they know what exactly to do and where to go, so ship sooner or later it will reach the goal. So I would really advise everyone to keep to-do list, and better to do it either night for the next day or every morning before you get up from your bed. Just take your phone, or maybe old school people, take a paper and pen in your notebook, write down your daily goals. For example, what you have to do during the day. So for example, for today, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tasks accomplished, where I have pending, 10 tasks accomplished, where I have pending 1, 2, 3 tasks more. So 3 tasks I have pending were 9 accomplished. So this is, I would give an example, for example. This is how I see and how I understand being productive. Okay, the next one that we have got here, what to do to change life. Interesting, what to do to change life. The only thing, not the only thing, like one of the things that you can do in order to change your life, there are actually many of them, but the first one to start from, and that absolutely it is, I think, very simple and it will change your life, which I am practicing right now. It's trying to wake up 5 and earlier than 6 a.m. So trying to wake up 5 a.m. Absolutely, definitely, it will change your life, 100%. I can say, for example, for you to change your life, you have to read a lot of books, you have to study a lot, you have to do this, you have to do that. Yes, absolutely, it is going to change your life and it's going to help you a lot. For example, the very fundamental one, I would say, is to wake up 5 a.m. morning, to wake up 5 a.m. morning. For example, let's say if you will put your alarm clock for 5 o'clock, for 5 a.m. morning, and you will wake up, let's say 6:30, it is still great. It is really, really still great. Munawar, thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to see you here. If you wake up not 5 a.m. but 6:30 a.m., it's still great. If you used to wake up 10 a.m. and now you're waking up 8 a.m., it is still great, because remember that your body needs a certain time in order to adjust the schedule and start waking up 5 a.m. morning. So the reason is why I personally see that waking up 5 a.m. morning, it is going to change your life. Let me tell you something. Let's imagine you are waking up 9 o'clock or 8:30 a.m. And let's imagine you're starting your day, most probably 9:30 or 10 a.m. morning, you're starting your day. And imagine that the person who is waking up 5 a.m. morning, he is 5 hours ahead than you. He is 5 hours ahead than you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sardor. Nice to see you here. So the person who is starting the day 10 o'clock morning and the person who is starting the day 5 o'clock morning, the guy who is waking up 5 a.m., he is 5 hours ahead. 5 hours, it's a real long time. If you want to imagine it better, imagine this is afternoon and this is 12 p.m. afternoon. Until 5 p.m. it is 5 hours. So it's like almost half working day, right? So it's almost more than a half of working day, because from 9 to 1 p.m. you have first half, and from 2 to 6 you have second half. So 5 a.m. it's more than a half of working day, and 100% obviously it is going to change your life a lot, because during these 5 hours, let's say when you wake up 5 a.m. you can read a book, you can pray, you can meditate, you can go for jogging, you can do a certain physical exercise. There are a lot of things that you can do. Alta, thank you so much. Thank you. Glad to see you here. So the very first advice that I would give that will change your life, just in the first 1 month, it will be waking up 5 a.m. morning. 5 a.m. morning. But here is the question. It doesn't mean, guys, you have to go to bed midnight, 12 p.m. It doesn't mean that you have to go 1 a.m. morning or 1 a.m. night to your bed. No, it means that you need to go to your bed, for example, I would say earliest 10 p.m., the latest 11 p.m. So you have 6-7 hours of sleep, which is in general can be enough. What is very important in sales? So we've got another question is, what is very important in sales? So very important in sales, it is follow-up. 100%. It is follow-up, because most of the sales are lost because of lack of follow-up, because literally salespeople are not following up. So if you are not doing at least 12 follow-ups with your client, you will fail. You're not going to close this client unless it's a rare case. You have a product, the exact product that he wanted to buy, and he just wanted to buy it immediately. But remember that these kind of clients, you get them very, very rarely. Okay, so how do you see current salespeople? So current salespeople, you mean in the market, in the industry? So I see a lot of salespeople are not placing the required number of efforts. For example, I have one friend who is sitting at home all day, and I'm telling him, I'm trying to push him, I'm telling you, why you're not going to work? Why you're not going to the office? You have to work. And he's saying, oh, I don't have money. I said, of course you will not have money if you're all day, if you're sitting at home. It's very obvious. It's a common sense. If all day you are sitting at home, you will not have money. So here, what I would advise is at least borrow 3, 4, 5,000 from friends or from family. Start getting on the track. Start at least trying to manage your way to the office. Do you believe in primary market? Okay, so most of the questions are from the real estate industry. Do I believe in the primary market? You mean the market of off-plan where developers like Imar, Demac, they are building and selling? Yes, I do believe. Yes, I know, and I admit that it is challenging because on the secondary market there are more better deals. I absolutely agree with this. In primary market there are also very good deals like payment plans, capital protection, and so on. So I would like to say a few words about Dubai economy before we end up. So actually I have heard recently a news that more than 70% of companies in Dubai, of businesses in Dubai in general, are going to get closed during the next couple of months. So it's very hard for me to imagine, it's very hard for me to believe in this. Because 70% it means a huge population of Dubai, because everyone in Dubai who is living here, they are working. So if 70% of companies are going to close down, so it will be a very, very big impact on Dubai's economy. But then I decided to recheck this information, and I really got it confirmed. I have seen some news articles that are saying that 70% of companies are going to shut down and going to close down. This is very, very unfortunate. But on practice, from the people I know, from my friends in our companies, from my companies, my employees, that I see that the business is recovering. For example, for the last period, I think we have hired 4 or 5 people, and we are looking to hire more people in the next couple of months. 1 or 2, 3 months, we're looking to hire people. And then my friend's company, I see that the activity is resuming, that the business is start coming, that transactions are start happening, because we know that the drive engine of any business, it is sales. I see that this is happening a lot. So we know that now Dubai's economy, it's fully opened, and in the next, for example, during this month and the next month, obviously I see there will be good results. And I believe that 70% of companies will be leaving the market. I don't think so. It can be maybe 30 or 40% the highest, but I don't think it will reach even more than 50%. Companies are not going to survive, because we know that a lot of companies, they have reduced the salaries and they try to manage the cost. Okay, for those company owners who are willing to survive in this crisis, the step number 1, what they have to do, they have to calculate all their costs and expenses. Step number 2, they have to reduce every single dirham except very, very, very important ones. And third one, they have to focus on hardcore sales. This is the only way now to survive at this crisis period of time. When I see that there will be a recovery, I think that in the next couple of months, if it won't be getting very, very bad, Dubai has a very bright future, because a lot of people, my family members, my friends, and other people that I know are willing to relocate in Dubai. So we are now looking for the next couple of months, and we hope and we believe this will be a very smooth period without any crashes. So if it will be so, then 100% the Dubai's recovery will be very, very close, and everything will be okay. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you a lot. I wish you a very productive week, a very productive week, and to achieve a really good results. And from tomorrow onwards, waking up 5 a.m. Bye bye. Have a nice day and good night.